Creative Tony, to quote my good friend Doug in
Creative Tony,
I'll never learn.
Yeah, what you
doing now?
You got your little league. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. On the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
Need a lighter.
Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. On the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
I gotta tell you, it's not every day I hear Creative Tony singing backup vocals on a song, whether it's a parody song or not. Dude, you were like really getting loose right there. Sharing your vocal stylings with the PNP Army. That indicates to me, folks, we're going to be off to a good start tonight. And I want to quote my friend Doug in Japan, the great Doug in Japan, konnichiwa. And I'm going to quote him and say, konbanwa robot-san.
Yes, dude, konbanwa all damn day.
Konbanwa.
All right, Tokyo!
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Konbanwa, Doug in Japan, dude. Again, and my favorite word in Japanese, because I only know a little, is doitashimashite, which is you're welcome. But I always learned it as don't touch the mustache. Doitashimashite.
What if you don't have a mustache, Tony? Then that's not going to do you much good. If you're clean shaven, such as yourself tonight, you look very clean.
Not even close to clean shaven. I got nothing but gray beard, salt and pepper all damn day. So
you know what? Though, let it grow, buddy. It's okay.
Let it grow. Yeah.
I'm turning gray at an extremely up-tempo pace right now, dude.
Yep.
And it's starting to bum me out because every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, God damn it, there's more good.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming fast now, buddy. There's no slowing them down. But I'll tell you this much. My vow to you, Creative Tony, not that this means anything. Ultimately, it means nothing in the grand scheme of the world's plan. Never going to dye my hair. Not going to happen. I'll tell you, Henry Rollins doesn't dye his hair. Bob Weir didn't dye his hair. Jerry Garcia was gray when he was like 35. You know what I mean? So I'm going to roll with the grays, T. It's my commitment and pledge to you.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
Dude, absolutely. Although for a gag on the show, or maybe we should do a bet, Paulie. And if I lose the bet, then I have to dye my beard jet black. Okay.
That's not bad, dude. Could you imagine just opening the camera one night and I'm just sitting here with a jet black head of hair? Yeah. How you guys doing? Just straight face. What's the problem? Yeah.
What's up? What's up, guys? What's up?
Cool? Well, you never seen black hair before? I don't understand. Well, what's the problem? And I'm talking black like Nikki Sixx black, like through, like jet blue,
like Joan Jett black, like
as Richard Pryor used to say, blue black. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I want it so black it's almost blue. Give me the blue black. But anyway, Tony, just great to see you tonight. I wanted to give Doug in Japan a shout out. We always love when Doug's on board. Other notables tonight. We got Doug in Japan, as I said. We also have the great sons of Johnny LeMaster. We got P1 Chuck down in South Carolina, Lily Merchant in the city. We're spread out, and the PNP Familia showed up tonight. Great to see everybody.
Hey, yeah, it's great to see everybody as usual. This show is nothing without the PNP Familia and all y'all tuning in on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, at Paulie Max Particles on YouTube. Like and subscribe while you're there. And of course, the audio versions as well on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at Paulie Max Particles. Paulie, I got Tugboat joy today, although I got Tugboat anger. Also,
I got Tugboat anger too. That's the thing. Even when the Giants do something right, they're still pissing their fan base off. I'm so in lockstep with you on this, and we're going to definitely talk Tugboat. It was a nice win, but I think it could have been better for everybody. Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Why? Like, why you got to salt it, man? Why go home? Exactly.
Why go home? Yeah.
You know, and we can talk. We're going to lead up to Niners Chargers tomorrow. We're going to Seth the intern come on later on, talk about the Niner youth, and
Tony,
also.
Stand by. I haven't hit you with one of these in a while, but I need to real quick. Before you proceed any further, I did want to make one programming note to all of y'all, because I did promise we had Michael Nash coming on tonight, the promoter and producer of the Sound Summit concert. That's on September 12th, Mountain Theater, Mount Tam. I'll be there with Brian Murphy. The Murphy Mac reunion happens once a year. You got to savor it when it comes. But he Hey, Carlos, if you're out there, I don't know if Los D is on the chat. I don't see him right now, but if you're out there, he's going to love this. The reason Mike Nash couldn't come on tonight is he had like major problems with his internet service, like in his command center, and it's provided by Comcast. And my first thought was, his gear is probably failing just by association with me. It's just,
nice.
He knows me that his stuff is starting to fail him. So we moved Michael to next week, and I'm just letting you know. So we're not going to have him tonight, but that is the lineup Tony's got right there.
Yeah, look at that, man. Sound Summit, September 12th, 2026. It's a great day atop the mountain. Get there if you can. Father John Misty, Guster, Jerry Harrison's 50 Years of Talking Heads, La Luz, and Angeline Saris and the Snack. Actually, I'm probably really excited about the Snack Machine, Paul.
I'm psyched about Guster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guster.
Just give me some freaking Guster. I don't know what they play or what their stylings are. I think they're an alt rock band. I think.
Yeah.
But in any case, we'll go farther into depth with this next week when Mike Nash comes on. We do have Joe Fonzie for tomorrow. He's one of our longtime friends and colleagues, obviously, in Bay Area sports media. Tony and I have always been very fun. Tony and I have always been big on Mark Ibanez and Joe Fonzie. Like, it's a great 1-2 punch, and they were both Channel 2 guys and everything. So Joe Fonzie tomorrow, Seth the Intern tonight, Niners Chargers tomorrow. But like Tony said, I think we should start tonight by talking some Tugboat. I think
Tugboat. And I saw Rags on the chat, and Rags, tip of the cap, buddy. Rags says he has Tug Joy for the double entendre. Tug Joy.
Also saw, I mean, this is the thing. The riffs are going to be coming like an avalanche. I saw a Robot Centaur say, so when Tugboat like strikes somebody out, we're going to call that a ruggin' tug. A ruggin' tug.
Ruggin' tug. I love that he was pissed on the bench in his first ever outing after getting taken out.
He's a kid's a freaking competitor. He's worked his whole life for this moment. And then they're like, oh, 2 scoreless? Yeah, you're out of here. Let's get you out of this game ASAP. I don't understand it, Tony. You're the pitcher. You're going to have to kind of make sense of this to me because I didn't like it.
I don't know why, Paulie, because they're not playing for anything. Like, why not just let the kid go? I don't know, 4 or 5 or whatever. And
he only threw 25 pitches. I mean, come on, 25 pitches, folks.
What's the worst case scenario? What's the worst that could happen? He goes out and he in the 3rd or 4th or 5th and he gets shelled, or he walks a few people and has to get yanked. And that's the worst. Hey, dude, nothing. It's so 2026 Giants to salt a 1. What was it? 1-0 was the final. Was it 1-0?
1-0 win. Yes.
A 1-0 win by like. And, Hauser has been like one of the hottest pitchers in baseball since the end of June. So tip of the cap to Hauser. Nothing against that, Hauser's performance. It's just that, give me the reasoning why you.
I have the reasoning. I have the reasoning right now. It's coming from Don Peralta. He's posting this right now. He said the reason that they took Tugboat out of the game is because, according to the Giants, their mind trust, they say Hauser cannot face the lineup 3 times.
Okay, great.
That's it.
All right. Well, you announced that Wilkinson was going to be the starter. I don't know. Just let him go. Let him go.
I knew it was going to be bad because
move Hauser a day back. Move him a day back.
Move Hauser a day back. And the other thing is too, I got a bad feeling early in the game because as soon as this kid took the mound, Fleming just kind of, and I did not know this was their plan. I didn't know that he was going to serve like as a quote opener today. And Flem was like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to see him after the first inning. I'm like, what?
I heard him say that. Well, they had Hauser warming up in the first. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, dude.
I know. I did, like, who said this? It reeks of Farhan. I think P1 Chuck said that. I totally agree. It's a total Farhan kind of approach to a baseball game. This is a kid that kid's life, his life's ambition and dreams came true today. And he was working, dude. He was getting guys out. He gave up 1 hit, dude. 1 hit. Come on.
Family in the stands. Like, I mean, I get it that he should be stoked that he's even getting the call up and everything. And I just would have liked to see more of him and let the kid go. If it was, if they're in a pennant chase, if they're even trying to sniff the final wild card spot, fine. I get it. But the season's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Like,
what
are we doing?
Yeah,
like, what are we doing? See what the kid's got. You called him up to see what he's got. See what he's got. See how far he can go. The kids, it just really was like, come on. And
it really pissed off the fan base, too. You're not alone, because I was looking at my phone when all this was going on, and like the immediate response to this was overwhelmingly negative. It's like even when the Giants win a ball game, their fan base is still pissed, and I am too. I didn't like the way that unfolded at all. Let the kid work through his first start and let him get his legs under him. And like Tony said, given the fact that this team is 23 games under 500, so what if he gives up a few hits?
Right.
So what?
Right.
What, are you gonna fall out of the pennant race? I mean, give me a break. Dude,
exactly.
I mean, how do you not want to?
I mean, this is the Little League World Series, dude. The craziness about how Dave Fleming was on this call, and here, I'll just let it ride.
And for clarification, Tony, just so people know, I believe he pitched for Team Canada. He's not a U.S. kid. He's a Canadian.
Canada against Mexico, and he had the Canadian flag on his glove tonight. And I'm like, respect, dude. Respect.
Dude, I told you, I'm a Maple Leaf head. I back my brothers and sisters from Canada.
It's like, hey, Tugboat, you down with Rush? Tugboat, what's your favorite Rush track?
Hey, Tugboat, you ever listen to the Guess Who? Yeah.
Dude, totally.
Hey, Tugboat, what's your favorite Bryan Adams record? You know what I mean? Another great Canadian. Don't get me started. Don't make me do it.
Respect all damn day.
Totally. Major respect.
All day. Hey, Tugboat, you know that we're finally made it in heaven. We're in heaven, Paul. Tugboat, here we go. Stand by. Let me play this, Paulie, because I want to, here we go.
There's young Matt, and he was already called Tugboat.
By the way, Tony, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Just if you don't mind rewinding this, because it looked like the first pitch he threw was definitely pretty far outside, and he just starts walking off the mound like he's getting the call. I want to see that pitch again. It looked like a definite ball, and the kid just marched off the mound. Great attitude.
This is a kid I would love to coach. Like, look at the mug on a Little League Tugboat right here.
There's young Matt, and he was already called Tugboat. And he pitched against Team Mexico for Team
maybe
Canada
not. I was wrong.
Williamsport. He struck out 16. And it just so happens, I mean, it's total.
Struck out 16, dude. He was probably filthy as a 12-year-old, man. My
he's like
God.
a grown man. Look how big he is. You know, he's like a full man out there.
Totally. And also, man, like, I got to say, he looked really good, and even with the physique, I mean, like,
the physique is part of the reason I've fallen in love with this guy. Not to mention the red cheeks, dude. His cheeks are all flush, and a very easy guy to want to root for. And Tony, of course, let's be real, man. Half of the appeal too is just the nickname Tugboat. I mean, like. Great. In fact, give me your greatest sports nicknames tonight, because I told Tony before the show, I'm putting Tugboat on my list right now. I'll give you a Walter Payton Sweetness. You know what I mean? I'll give you Dennis Rodman, the Worm. That's a pretty good one too. But I definitely like Mac Tugboat Wilkinson. Dude.
It's freaking great, dude. I love Greg the Moon Man Minton. Moon Man. Also, we go the Hackman, dude. Jeffrey Leonard, Hackman, dude. Like, but one of the things I love about baseball, and what was most appealing to me playing baseball, is that you didn't need to be this physical specimen to play the game. Yes, there are really, really, really fit dudes in baseball, but then you got a guy like Wilkinson his legs are probably so freaking strong, but he also has the gut. And he's got a little bit of girth, and I'd
be willing to guess he's probably drinking a cold beer right now.
I hope so.
Like right now at this exact moment. He's probably got his family with him. And shout out to what I think was his old man in the seats. I saw his mom.
Yeah, his mom and dad. Yep.
So, dude, you see his dad was working on a 24-ounce Coors Light. Dude, he had a 24-ouncer. Dude, I'm like, that's got to be his old man right there. It's got to be.
If that was my son pitching, I would probably have like a 40-ouncer or a 6-pack. Like, I would have a lot of things at the ready, because I'd be so nervous for the kid. Yeah. But he dealt. He looked good.
He was great. So again, I don't understand. I mean, if it's all about the fact that they don't think Hauser can see the lineup 3 times, it's a pretty lame excuse to me. Why take a kid off the mound who's getting big league hitters out? Let him build his confidence. Let's see what he can do. Let the kid work. Big league hitters have never seen him. He's already got that advantage going for him. Let the kid work. Let him go.
Here's the thing too, Paulie. Here's the thing. The Giants have really messed with the fan base this year. Like, they've really toyed with the fan base, in my opinion. Like, really, and I'm not saying the Giants take their fan base for granted. They don't, but it's one of the best fan bases in all sports, because they're very loyal.
By the way, a lot of people are accusing us of toying with our fan base right now. Let me sound the scores table. Hold on. We've been called out by the queen of the scene, Miss PNP 2025. She goes, Paulie, where's your wristband? Tony, where's your glove? What the hell?
Yeah, I know. The glove for me is in storage, like not in storage, but in my closet.
I'm going to wristband up right now. No, it's okay. I mean, if it's within reach, I'd say
it's not because here's my thing. I never want to lose anything show related because I'm a mess, man. I lose things all the time.
Shout out losing my religion, Tony.
Losing my religion. Yeah, I can't think of lost.
Shout out to the Tom Cruise movie. This is true. There's a Tom Cruise movie. He's like 14 years old called Losing It.
Yeah, losing it's great. Losing it is great.
Yeah, dude, losing it. Anyway,
Paulie, dude,
yeah.
The Spanish Fly. Dude, the Spanish Fly.
Kelly Leak is with him, by the way, from Bad News Bears. Tony, it's on Amazon Prime right now if you need it. Losing it's waiting for you if you need it.
And also shout out the show Lost. If you just want to go the show Lost. It didn't end very well, but man, the first 4 seasons were fan-freaking-tastic. But
sorry, Tony, you opened the can. I got to keep going. Shout out Lost Sailor. Shout out Lost Sailor. You've been too long at sea. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah,
but I'm always losing things. So I'm always worried about losing things that are show related because they're, on the important scale, much more important. And I put them in a bag and I put them in storage in a secret spot that nobody knows. And I didn't get it out for tonight's show. So I apologize. I will make it up. I will.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. Hey, Joe Fonzie. Hey, Joe, how you doing? You like my glove?
I just like to wear Barnum's glove when I'm working, and Paulie needs his Brent Main number 9 sweatband. By the way, Tony, a quick question about just because you're talking about losing. So I keep this sweatband right on the table here.
Yeah,
and really good that the audience can't see what I'll call like my workspace here.
I am so jealous, Paulie, because you don't have kids running around your house like messing with stuff all the time.
You can tell them right now, dude. Hands off Daddy's table.
Oh,
Daddy's
dude.
table, not to be touched.
I had to shut down a volleyball scene in the backyard right now because they were yelling at each other and like almost choking each other out because they were pissing each other off so bad.
Of course.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Out until the show's over, dude. But what was I gonna say? I got to get this off my chest, Paulie, and then we can move on to Niners.
It's fine. I'm totally happy talking about this. And I will say this too, also, just to be fair to the Giants, because I've been hard on them this year, and I think I should be hard on them because they're playing piss poor baseball. And by the way, shout out to Willie Adames booting that ground ball in the 7th. I was like, he's going to try to lose this game. I got so pissed when Adames had that error. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was a nice 1-0 win. It was
sure, but it means the win means nothing.
Yeah.
The win, that is my grievance, Paulie. The win means nothing. What is more important than seeing if Hauser can go 3 times against a lineup or giving this kid a legit start and letting him go and seeing how far he can go and seeing what he can do? You brought him up to see what he has, and you have nothing to play for. Nothing.
Yeah.
And if it's because you're trying to protect his arm or a pitch count, I'm getting so sick of pitch counts. I'm getting so sick of I'm getting so sick of let's not practice because we're the 49ers and we're old and we don't want to practice. I'm getting so tired of bubble wrapping people. I'm getting tired. There's so much preparation.
Well, the funny thing, one of the funniest kind of contradictions, and I've noticed this, I've talked about this for a few years now, is that this era that we're in right now, this post 2026 world that we're living in,
yes,
sports medicine has never been more advanced. They have sleep scientists, they have oxygen chambers. Like there are all these different cutting edge ways that athletes can care for their bodies and become, the best that they can possibly be. It's done through diet, it's done through the workouts, it's done in the weight room and sleep and all things I mentioned. But how ironic is it with all of this information and all of these advancements, guys are unable to do what athletes were doing 30 years ago. Like, if you look at Michael Jordan's number, I'm just throwing Michael Jordan out there as an example. Look at Michael Jordan's numbers. The guy played 82 games pretty much every year of his career. There's a couple of times when he played 80, okay?
Right.
80 instead of 82. Now, you look at today's guy, a guy plays 60 games. It's like, oh, this guy's a warrior. He can't keep him off the court. He only missed 20 games. But, that has always been, an incredible contradiction to me, or an irony that all these advancements and athletes are doing less than they used to do without all of the science behind it. It's kind of
when did it become the cool thing to do to just become completely as ripped as humanly possible?
It means nothing to me. I don't care.
Did you see the picture of Njoku? Did you see the picture of Njoku at practice yesterday?
I don't think so.
I mean, dude, he looks like not an ounce of fat on his body.
He's like Nick Bosa. You ever see Nick Bosa with no shirt on? It's all muscle. It's just muscle on top of muscle. That's
right. And it's
Yeah.
like, I think back to other tight ends. Hello, Brent Jones, where they're not. Brent Jones is a big dude and a strong dude, but he wasn't wound so freaking tight and wasn't like missing all of his body fat to where things just snapped, literally snapped. And so I don't know. It's just really, I don't know. It is bizarre. It's very ironic, Paulie, that in today's day and age of modern medicine, that more injuries are happening than ever. But it's because these guys are getting so fit, and there's something to not be. Pliability, Paulie. Rubber band, stretch the rubber band, right? So,
I think Brent Jones is a great example. There's a lot of guys. You don't have to be a bodybuilder to be a successful athlete in baseball, basketball, football. Hockey's the same way. You're going to put muscle on because you're a pro athlete, but it doesn't have to be taken to the point of the absurd, like where guys can't stay on the field. Shout out Nick Bosa. Great physique. Would love to see him play at some point if possible. Creative Tony, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump in the middle of this and give you a Dan Coach Emilio spot with securemoney.com. I'm going to come out of that. Then I'm going to pepper you with the right or wrong that didn't really fully get realized yesterday. I gave you one. Sure. Now I wrote up another question, so I got 3 right or wrongs to hit you with, and then we can bring in Seth the intern. He's going to talk about some of the Niner rookies we'll be watching tomorrow night in Los Angeles. Harbaugh, Shanahan, too, the whole storyline. You guys got comments on that? Definitely post them. We'll share them as they come in. Tony, what do you got? You looks like you got something.
No, I was just looking at notes, numerology, birthdays. I already read Tugboat. I want to talk Niner receivers with Seth the intern. I want to talk Kalon Black with Seth the intern.
I want to talk Kalon Black too. Yeah.
So we can do that once he joins the show in a few minutes, but we can do some love for Dan C and then right or wrong. I just there's some pressing issues that I would like to discuss with you, Paulie, like the Niners backup quarterback discussion is one of them. And we already talked about Tugboat. I think we gave Tugboat our just due. We like what we see. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Like, is he going to get another start? Is he going to become part of the rotation?
Why wouldn't he get another start? Take another look at him, and maybe this time let him throw 30 pitches. Ooh,
But I heard Fleming mention, and it's not a bad point. They're going to Boston after this, and maybe they put him in the bullpen in Boston to see how he does. I don't know, but I'm sure the kid is ecstatic to be up in the bigs, of course. But
I have a bone of contention. It's not a bone of contention, but I have like an opposing opinion from Dave Fleming. Speaking of the Giants going to Boston, you should write those guys a note and say, hey, go to Mike's, go to Santarpio's. Let me tell you what you guys need to do. Tony, Flem was saying, the Giants are going back to Boston. And he goes, and I got no problem with Flem, by the way, for the record. I'm not bringing this. I like Flem. But I totally disagree with this take he dropped during the game. He goes, they're going back to Boston. And I would expect that the Red Sox faithful at Fenway are going to stand and applaud for Rafi Devers. I'm like, dude, I don't think so. I'm expecting quite the opposite, actually. There might be some smattering of polite applause, and Javi said the same thing. Javi's like, I would expect they're going to cheer him. He helped them win a World Series and everything. They're still pissed off. I talked to guys in Boston.
Yeah.
They don't like Devers. They don't like him. So I'm just do you think he'll get applauded or booed?
Oh, that's a really good question. I would expect him to get booed.
Me too.
With you.
Yeah, me too.
I expect him to get booed. And you know what? Good. That's what makes Boston fans Boston fans. Like, I'm down with it if they want to boo.
When they turn on you, it's over. Ask Pablo, dude. Ask Pablo Sandoval. When they turned on Pablo, dude, he went into like a depression. And they want you to show up and work your ass off every day. That's like the mentality of that fan base. And if you don't, or you start bitching and moaning or making demands, you lose them. It's a tough place to be. It's like Philly. They will turn on you and make your life very uncomfortable.
Correct. Yeah. I have a take really quick, and this is not this is not going to make anybody happy. But when I've been meaning to ask you, Paulie, because you talk about like players going back to their former teams, and when Lamont Wade came back last week, and they did like a full on
He was in the dugout waving. I saw the little tribute.
No, but then they did like a tribute video on the board. Like, at what point did the tribute videos cease? Like, I got nothing against Lamont Wade and late night Lamont.
Totally. It's not like he rewrote the Giant record book or anything. No, I know. He had like one good year. Late night Lamont gave us a few wins. Okay. I'm totally with you. They're extremely excessive with their sentimentality and the way that they like to bear hug the players coming back. I mean, you're right. Lamont Wade, he was a nice Giant. Yeah, no complaint. But it ain't like it was Willie McCovey coming back or something. You know what I mean?
Dude, hold on. He was a nice Giant is all you need to say.
He was a nice Giant.
Yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
He won a few ball games,
And your voice goes up an octave too.
He was nice. I don't know. Yeah.
That's like Jerry Seinfeld when he says when you put your hands to your face, you're lying.
You start scratching? Yeah. No, it's going good. It's going good. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
I got to get out.
The higher on the face. I got to get out of this. Yeah. How's it going with the new girlfriend? Oh, it's good. It's going good. Yeah. All right, Tony. Here we go.
Sorry. Yeah.
How's it going with Dan Coach Emilio? That's good. It's going good. Actually, I got it. That's me riffing on myself. I'm still dragging my feet. Sorry, Dan. It's all that okay, I don't want to get too deep into my own, messed up behind the scenes life, but I just finished doing my taxes. Yes, I had an extension, folks, with our accountant. So now I can start focusing on Dan's work and my 401k rollover because but see, this is a good example though, because I reached out to Dan Coach Emilio, securemoney.com. Start there. Check out the website. 30 years of experience in the financial game. And I told him I have this 401k money. Is there something I could do with it to grow it? Or is there any more advantageous place I could have this? And he was like, funny you should ask. Here's 8 million things to read. So I have a ton of stuff I still have to go through. But I appreciate that from Dan. I'm not making fun of him. I'm saying he's extremely thorough. He's giving me so many options. I haven't had time to parse through them all, but I will. And Dan, I'm coming. I promise. Thank you, man. But Dan Coach Emilio can work with you anytime. 1-888-960-SAFE. Dan is committed to giving his clients the best possible service, fast results, and results that you are going to benefit from in the long run as well. Dan is committed, and he has the experience to helping you never lose the money you have coming in, and at the same time, like he's doing with me, assist you with financial growth. Tony, financial growth, 2 words I love having together, and other opportunities that you probably wouldn't hear about or know about. Dan will point those out to you as well. Dan can work with you and help you maximize your income, pay fewer taxes, keep some of the money that you have and you've been throwing into your taxes that you might not need to be doing. So Dan can help you with that as well. And then the big stuff, he can help you with retirement planning. Dan can help you with life insurance, IRA planning, estate planning, and the Paulie Max special, the 401k rollover. I've told you guys about his guaranteed options. How about this? 7% on 2-year terms, 8% on 5-year terms. Dan Coach, and he's just a great guy. He's a really professional, thorough guy to work with. You're going to find that out, Tony. He's really
I look forward to it, dude. Also, Bonnie Scarlet Fire has worked with Dan. Patty from Napa worked with Dan. People are rave about their experiences with him because he wants to take care of you. Wants to make sure that you're making the right decisions. Wants to make sure that you are set up for retirement and doing your taxes too. He can save you from $10,000 to $40,000 on your taxes too. So the guy knows what he's doing, Paulie. And also, I see on the chat, Paulie, today is Dan's birthday. I just saw that. Emilio? That's what it says. Mark Gravy Graves on the chat says, wish Dan a happy birthday. So, dude,
I'm glad you said thank you, Gravy. And by the way, on top of that, here comes it's a birthday bonanza. Shout out to Pine Needle. I guess Pine Needle had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Pine. Hope you had a good one, man. I hope you and Pine Cone celebrated appropriately. Real quick, let me just give you Dan's number: 1-888-960-SAFE. The financial advisor that is in the corner of all of us here at the Paulie Mac Particle show and community. Visit Dan's website, securemoney.com, or email Dan directly like I do. It's Dan@securemoney.com. Thank you so much, Dan, for all you do. Great guy, great partner. Happy birthday. In fact, Tony, while you talk about Dan, I'm going to text him right now. Say happy birthday.
Yeah. Send him a text on behalf of both of us. Paulie, wish him a big happy birthday. And we'll get him on the show again very, very soon because I'd love to get his take on Tugboat, on the Giants and this whole mess of a season, but the future with the bright hope of the farm system. And John Shea, I guess, had a good article today. I didn't read it. I just saw the headline about the amount of talent that Buster has acquired this year in trades in the farm system is very impressive. So that's something to really look forward to. Dan Coach Emilio shares a birthday with Ivan Neville, with Ian Gillian from Deep Purple.
Dude, I got no problem with Ian Gillian. I've seen him, Tony. I saw him 3 times, 3 different Purple gigs.
I mean, I haven't seen him 3 times. I got no problem with him though. So I'm with you. Yeah. John Stamos, and Dan have his birthday together. Kevin Dillon and Dan.
Dude, Emilio. I could use some Kevin Dillon in my life. I miss Johnny Drama. I do.
Dude, I love it, man. And Tabitha Soren and Dan Coach Emilio sharing birthdays together. Tabitha Soren from MTV fame.
That's a pretty robust. That's a pretty robust celebrity group of people you got there for Dan's birthday. That's pretty good, man.
Dude, hell yeah, man! Happy birthday, Dan, dude, and thank you for the partnership. Thank you for the friendship, and thank you in advance for helping me out with the same situation that Paulie's got. And I got 2 younger kids, 12 and 11. I got to make sure my S is in order for
And
the
you better
future.
get going. You better. It's I'm telling you, it comes fast, and then it's like you'll be writing checks, dude. You'll be writing checks. You'll be like a boxer in the corner, just trying to cover up. You know, like when they cover up, and you're just gonna be. I need this. I need books. I need be ready. Talk to
I know. It's already coming, Paulie. It's already coming. It's pay for this, pay for that. Oh, do you want to contribute to this? Oh, do you want to donate to that? Or do you want? Okay, sure, gotcha. Paulie, I got a couple things. First of all, we got a fantastic super on the board, so stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
And Bocce Chris deserves.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Look at Bocce Chris. He's a super tonight, getting us kicked off. And he says, thank you for the generosity, Bocce, and for supporting the show, brother. You have got a heart of gold. He says, Tugboat doesn't look like a finely tuned athlete, and he went 2 scoreless. Greg Maddux, same thing. Little guy that knew how to pitch. Pliability, as Tony said. Yes, dude. Freaking ability, dude. That's what's great about baseball. You don't need to be this muscle-bound just freak, you know?
While we're talking about little guys, and we're talking about pliability, you ever see Tim Lincecum bench press 300 pounds? I didn't, but I saw him win 2 Cy Youngs. I saw him throw no-hitters twice, and I saw him win 3 World Series. In fact, Tony, could you do me a favor? Could we go off the script for a second here?
Sure.
Okay.
I need to go off the script as well, too. So just so you know.
So and I'll tell you what, Seth the intern, hang on. We're coming your way, dude. I'm going to push it back a minute or two. I still got to play right or wrong, but I feel like this would be the perfect moment. And Bocce Chris, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Let us know when we're doing lunch. I'm ready. I'm ready anytime.
And we're coming out to his neck of the woods. We're going out to your neck of the woods, Bocce Chris. It's gonna be great. And thank you. Paulie, my digression has to do with muscle bound freaks. You go first though.
Okay, well, mine is going to involve, so it's like a show and tell thing I want to do. So if you go to bookmarks, we don't have to do the whole dance party thing, but I have 2 different bookmarks in there right now that are connected to Tim Lincecum. And in one of them, it's actually, I don't remember this when it happened, but it's Tim Lincecum at the MLB Network, and he's like demonstrating his throwing motion, and he's kind of like on a mocked up mound, and he's talking about mechanics and when he drops the ball, it becomes a slingshot and all this. I just thought it was really interesting. And since we're talking about little guys who were great pitchers in the bigs, maybe it'd be a good time to show this footage because it's been sitting in there like a week, and this is probably a good time. Do you see Timmy?
Anytime we can get Timmy as part of the show, I'm in favor of. Let Timmy smoke, and let's get Timmy Timmy Lincecum on the board here.
I don't remember this happening. Like, I don't remember when this happened, but this is pretty cool. Like him talking about like the mechanics of his delivery. I thought this was pretty interesting.
I love when they do this bit. I think it's on MLB Network, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's Fox. I'm not sure. But I love that they have a little diamond in the studio and that they can demonstrate things in the batter's box or on the mound. So here we go. This is really cool. So stand by. That's Timmy on the mound wearing a beanie, just being Timmy.
Being awesome.
Yeah, just being Timmy.
I start, it's a little traditional, ball behind the back, like a lot of guys do, a little offset. I don't know if a lot of guys do that, but that's just the way I learned.
Paulie, by the way, I believe he's what is he? 5'10"? Maybe
it's only if that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
5'10", maybe $170. Yeah. Maybe. Here we go.
I do a little side step back, and then that's when everything kind of goes. My hands go down, my knee goes up and back. I kind of show my butt and my back to the target, which allows me to get my side of the target so I don't lose power while I'm if I'm stepping towards the mound. I don't have any leverage in here. There's no torque, there's nothing. I just got to rely on my legs and my arm strength. But this twist a little bit allows me to create those torques and those hinges that let everything catch up, or else I'd be throwing with just my arm.
Paulie, dude, I actually, because of Tim Lincecum, I instruct this to the kids I coach.
Like twist your body like that for the momentum.
I always tell them, try and show your back pocket to the hitter. When you do your leg kick, try and show your back pocket, and it's because of Timmy. So let's let this keep going.
A little bit allows me to create those torques and those hinges that let everything catch up, or else I'd be throwing with just my arm. The body's what's doing the work, and the arm is just along for the ride. And kind of in my mind, I have to try to keep a good rhythm. Sometimes I'll count to myself on the mound just to make sure that I'm doing a good rhythm, like 1, 2, and just like that, so on and so forth. So step back, hand goes in the glove. There's the turn, my dangle, and then everything.
Dude, my dangle.
I heard
Paulie.
it, dude. My dangle, all day long. You should get a tattoo on his back. My dangle,
dude.
Yeah.
Tony, how's your
dangle? Yeah,
Mr. Instead of Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Tim Dangles.
Drives this way, and everything comes over it. And as long as I follow through, everything will be all right. And I drive off with my leg a lot. You'll notice I have a pretty long drag line with my foot, and I get out there pretty far. I mean, I don't know, close to 85, 90 inches. With
your dad used to put a $1 bill down?
He used to put it, down by where my landing was, just to make sure I did get over my front foot. And, on this mound, it's a little shorter just because.
Is that okay there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give you a rough demonstration of that. Coming down and make sure.
Dude, he gets.
I'm getting over.
Oh.
No, let him go. Let him go. But he's the perfect example of what we were just talking about. He's certainly not a hulking, muscle-bound figure. He's just a world-class athlete with a lot of. And by the way, don't be fooled. This guy was incredibly strong. I remember he walked around on his hands like he had unbelievable strength. But like, if you saw him and you didn't know who he was, he looks like he could be doing the soundboard at Sweetwater or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You wouldn't be like, oh my God, there's a world class athlete in here. But look at how dominant he was when he was on.
100%, Paulie. That goes to show you. You wouldn't be like, oh my God, that guy looks like a bodybuilder. You'd be like, oh, that guy's in shape, but his muscles are pliable. There has pliability to the muscles. Last thing, this is from our guy Gravy Graves. He just sent this to our inbox, Paulie. And this is an example of a bodybuilder. And I would argue that some football players are almost as ripped as this guy now, where they almost look like bodybuilders. And here's this guy. He can't get the tape off of his back because his muscles are too big. They can't stretch enough. Here we go.
Of those moments where having massive muscles can actually work against you. In a locker room challenge, two men decided to test their flexibility.
Okay.
Ask, stick a piece of tape on your back, and try to remove it using only your hands. The guy with the average build completed it with ease. But when it was the bodybuilder's turn, things took a hilarious turn.
I mean,
despite trying every position imaginable, he just couldn't reach it. Sometimes being too jacked really is a curse.
There you go, dude.
I like the other guy laughing at him. That was killer. All right. Well, no, that's certainly not going to be a problem for me, Tony. You put a piece of tape on my back, I'll get it right off. You know what I mean?
It's not a problem for me either, dude. And I just don't ease up, everybody. Ease up. Look at one of the argument, Joe Montana or Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time. Look at both of their physiques.
Yeah.
Neither of them are muscle-bound maniacs. They are fit dudes that took care of their bodies, but made sure that their bodies could withstand all of that, wear and tear.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though? The only thing, and again, like the more time goes on, the more and like the less and less I want to give Tom Brady like the love that I used to give him. Like, and I did like Tom Brady, but make no mistake, when he played, I was a very big fan of his. He did remind me of Joe Montana in terms of his poise, in terms of his competitiveness. But you know what? Tom Brady never got hit by Lawrence Taylor.
No,
Tom Brady was really benefited from the time that he played in the NFL. Same way the Muppet is, dude. You can't even look at the Muppet. The Muppet gets hit less than Brady. People used to be like, "Oh, you can't touch Brady." What do you think about this guy? You're not even.
Hold on, though. You had Ray Lewis coming allegedly out of a trunk right to the football field, taking down Brady, dude. So you know what I mean?
Trunk. You love the trunk story.
I love the trunk, man.
You want to tell people why you reference that?
No, just naked in a trunk. Look it up. Ray Lewis, naked in a trunk.
Have you ever done it? I don't know. I might get some out of you. I have done it. It sucks. Yeah.
Naked in a trunk. You've been naked in a trunk.
I've not been naked in a trunk, but Rags, if you're out there, I think you were with me. We threw Angelo Rosado in my trunk, and we drove to, I think we were going to 7-Eleven or something. In high school, I threw this kid Angelo in my trunk because he wanted to be in there. I didn't even force him. And I said, if you want to come with us, dude, you're going in the trunk. And he was like, okay, I'll do it. And we put him in the trunk. And anyway, so that's my one trunk story. And no, I wasn't naked. I was actually driving the car.
Oh, dude, naked in the trunk, straight to the gridiron. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Miriam is a super. Miriam, thank you so much for the generosity. And she says, I'd like to book passage for a one-way ticket to Particle Land for all of the PNP Familia. Miriam.
Okay, here's my
it's
question:
booked.
do we book it now or do we close the show? I kind of like closing with that.
Yep.
It
I
always-
just wrote a note, Paulie. I just wrote a note
Okay.
down. Particle
All right.
Land. We'll do it at the end of the show.
All right, we're 40 minutes. I'll tell you what, Miriam, you hang out. We're going to get to that, I promise. And thank you, as always, Miriam. Thank you. We missed you at the game, but I know we'll see you soon. Tony, why don't we do this? I feel like I'm going to boot right or wrong again because I don't want to keep the kid waiting.
No.
Oh.
Seth, as an intern, needs to, earn his chops. And so I love I see him in the green room too. He's giving me double thumbs up in the green room. Literally has a fan on him in the green room, and he's wearing a Joe Montana jersey. The dude's fine. How about just one of the final two? But stand by. Patty from Napa is also a super. And Miriam, thank you. Bocce Chris, thank you. Patty from Napa, thank you. OMG, we are at 2,000 subs on YouTube. Great job. Also, Miriam and I are requesting Particle Land tonight. Nice. Particle Land times 2.
You got it, ladies. Coming up. Thank you both. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Miriam. Much love to both of you guys. All right, Tony, right or wrong? Here it comes. Give me some Pacino, too. Let's make this right. And I could use a Tim Ryan laugh for no reason, just because it rules. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Here we go.
Give me another one, please, just real quick.
Hold on.
I can't wait to see him get in the end zone because I'm going to call it the strip club.
You know what? I'm telling we're going to have a good season, folks. I mean, that was only a preseason game, and he's already got so much material. Tim Ryan, the more Tim Ryan, the better off this world will be.
And Paulie, just because it's a Wednesday night flight and we haven't slapped each other for a while, that's one for you, one for me, and one for Tugboat. There you go.
I was thinking, too, since you said you were talking about riding around naked in the trunk, maybe since Seth is an intern, and I was like, well, you got to get to Seth. And Tony was like, no, let him wait. He's an intern. Maybe he should ride to the game, not naked, but we can put him in the trunk, drive him to the game as like a hazing ritual or something like that. I don't know.
I'm down. Dude, we didn't talk about the Penn State Pablo Pledge Scabar, dude.
Hold on to Pledge Scabar. The story's not going anywhere. No, I know. I've seen it. The best part about the story is the kid's face. You see his grill? I love
the guy's name, Pablo Pledge Scabar. You brought him hazing. That's what made me think of the hazing. Penn State. If you haven't read about it, you're check it out. He was
running like a major cocaine ring on Snapchat, and what was the other?
I forget. But he basically
something. Yeah, he was like taking orders on Snapchat. Yeah, I need a kilo, thanks. And like they were doing this on Snapchat. Insane.
And part of the pledging process was this being part of this cocaine ring out of Penn State. And the guy's nickname was Pablo Pledge Scabar. Just ridiculous. But stand by, Paulie. One more super from Miriam.
Ooh, tough one. Okay, right or wrong, Tony. The further bus is greater or equal to the magic bus from The Who. I'll let you take this one. Yeah.
You let me take this one. The hardest one maybe ever proposed.
Go ahead and address this. Yeah. Tony will handle this one. Yeah.
Me personally, I got to go the further bus because whenever I think of the reference of getting on the bus, I think of the further bus. And I got on the bus a long time ago, and I'm never getting off.
No, hell no, dude. I'm probably driving it at this point. I got to go with Tony on this one too. I love Magic Bus by The Who, but for me, it's the whole thing. The bus came by and I got on. That's when it all began, and it is very true. Like there's no getting around it. So, and I have no intention of getting off the bus. None.
None.
Zero. If I try to get off the bus, punch me in the face and throw me back on the bus. You know what I mean?
Totally. I'll be like, where the F are you going, Paulie? Turn the F around and get back up.
You're doing. I don't know where you think you're going. Sit down. Yeah, we're not there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, the further bus. I mean, the whole the whole mystique of the further bus is just something that has me forever intertwined with it, man. So, and it's quite comfortable. My whole experience since I got on the bus has been quite comfortable, I might say. There's been a couple of scary nights on the bus.
But that's all part of it, though.
Yeah,
that's all part. We see, like, that's where we separate the pretenders from the guys that are totally committed. Yeah,
and I want to thank those those guardian angels.
My buddy Doug, dude, I tried to run out of the Nassau Coliseum one night. I tried to run out of the building, and he stopped me. It's a true story. Your brother was with me, Rags, and I'll never forget this. He goes, dude, you can go once you walk out. This is what he said to me. He goes, once you walk out those doors, you can't get back in here. And that night, by the way, the night that I almost ran out into the parking lot during the show, that night, the Grateful Dead encored Terrapin Station. The only time they ever did that in their entire career was that night that I tried. Yeah. So I'm glad I stayed.
I'm glad you stayed for sure, Paulie. Also, do you know who's also some of the Niners have gotten on the bus? So that's another reason why I'll take
Nick Bosa might ride the bus every now and again. I think
Nick Bosa. I think Kyle Juszczyk. I think
what about our head coach during the offseason? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe, dude.
Take the edge off. Yeah.
Who's got a better mustache, by the way, Shanahan or Ted Lasso? It's just a quick question for you because I'm watching season 5 of Lasso right now. It's pretty good so far, by the way. Only 3 episodes so far that have been released. But dude, I was watching Lasso last night. Like it reminded me a lot of Shanahan's mustache from last. What was that? Was that Thursday? No, was that Thursday that they played? No, they play tomorrow night. Whenever they played their last game against the Titans.
It was last Thursday. Yeah.
Was it Thursday? So they did back-to-back Thursdays. Okay.
Back-to-back, buddy. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, I Shanahan Lasso, I'm guessing that Lasso inspired Shanahan's mustache. That's my guess. But Paulie, we were talking about the further bus, but I know you wanted to do right or wrong. So Miriam, thank you for the super. You rock.
Okay.
And we can get back to the one right or wrong, and then we'll go to Seth the intern.
Yeah, we'll do 2 quick right or wrongs, and then we're just going to go right over to Seth. Okay, Tony, I just want to make sure I don't give you, that one, let me get rid of this one.
And also, I got to, really quick, the darkness of being on the bus, Paulie, Max Medina, a mutual friend of ours, I literally had to ask him to hold my hand during a dark hour.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
None.
I said,
no,
Max, can you please just hold my hand? And I'm going to need you to not leave my side right now.
Where was this? What venue?
The Old Point Bar across the river, the Mississippi River in New Orleans during Jazz Fest.
I did not expect that answer. So that's why I'm glad I asked. I thought you were going to say like the Greek Theater or something.
No.
Okay.
And we were watching Charlie Hunter and Skerrick and the drummer from Galactic, Stanton Moore. Garage à Trois was the name of the band. Garage à Trois.
Oh yeah, great name too. Great name. Yeah. All right, Tony. Right or wrong, real quick. Give me a Pacino. Sorry, one more time. One more Pacino.
Right or wrong?
Okay, Tony. With I'll start you with a 49er question. Given the performance of Curtis Rourke last week, he looked pretty comfortable out there starting quarterback for the Niners in their first preseason game. Now, he did get injured. He had to leave the game, obviously, so we didn't see as much of him as we would have liked. But seeing what we saw from him, and there seems to be like a vote of confidence from the coaching staff, the fans like this guy a lot. You think it would be in the 49ers' best interest to move Mac Jones to get return pieces, right or wrong?
Ooh.
Right or wrong?
With the security of a Curtis Rourke waiting in the wings. Pardon me.
Part of me wants to keep Rourke just so you and I can create the Rourke from Orc movement instead of Mork from Orc, Rourke from Orc, and just bring Nanu with Rourke t-shirts made.
And let me throw something out there for your consideration too, because we've been talking Orc. We've done a couple of Mork segments on this show recently. When you go back and watch Mork from Orc, he's wearing like a one-piece jumpsuit. I think that he zips up. Like it's like a pajamas for grown-ups kind of thing.
Yes.
It's a onesie. It's like a grown-up onesie, basically.
I need to go back and watch an episode. Where can you find?
Don't know. Remember when he would come down from his little attic and stuff? He would sit on his head. When he was sitting on the couch, he would put his head where like your butt would go. Yeah.
It's incredible. It's an incredible show. The whole thing. Robin Williams, rest in peace. Miss you so much, dude. Miss Robin Williams so much. San Francisco lifer, basically. Bay Area lifer.
I'm getting attacked on the comment board, Tony, and you need to
address
right or wrong. Getting rid of Mac Jones would be the right move to get return pieces, Tony. Right or wrong?
Wrong, Paulie, wrong. I want to keep Mac Jones, but I get the reasoning for thinking about if Rourke continues to shine and continues to impress, the thought process of, we've got this kid Rourke who's doing well. He's, showing some signs of some athleticism and a good backup quarterback to get a lot for Mac Jones. Because I think there's some teams out there that would slate Mac Jones into the starting lineup pretty quickly. So you might be able to get a lot in return for Mac Jones, but the safety net of a Mac Jones in red and gold, in case anything happens to Brock Purdy, is what it's all about. And
that's
if you're going to make
answer. That's the correct answer. I agree with you 100%. Like You almost, and I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but this is the NFL in 2026. You almost have to expect Brock Purdy will miss a game or two, and that's if everything goes really well. Guys miss games. I mean, this is just part of it now in the NFL. It happens to everybody. So that being said, I think Mac Jones has so much freaking value. It's like giving the keys to your car to somebody who you trust entirely. Like, he knows how to run this offense. The players in the locker room love him. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a great student studying the Shanahan offense. I would not want to move Mac Jones under any circumstance. Not right now. That's just me.
And also, dude, I love the vibe of a Mac. Nothing against Rourke. I don't know anything about him yet, but I love the goofy, dancing, laughing, jovial vibe of a Mac Jones who keeps the locker room light, keeps everybody happy.
It's a big thing. You got to have that. You really do. You got to have somebody to be able to do that.
I saw a golf video of Purdy and Jones playing golf, and they look like two really good friends hanging out, playing golf. And it's like, that is a huge thing to have that in your quarterback room with the understanding of their roles. Like, Mac Jones knows his role, and he's perfectly fine with it, knowing that if he gets the rock, he's going to shine. So I'm if they're going to make a run to the Super Bowl, they need to keep Mac Jones. I mean, that's just basically it, because then Purdy can play with a little more reckless abandon, to be honest with you. Or Shanahan Shanahan can call certain plays knowing that, they might be a little more risky or whatever, but he has insurance. Not that we want to put, Purdy in harm's way, but you know what I'm saying?
I do. And also, it's kind of trippy to remember that this is the guy originally all the pundits told us the Niners were going to draft. I remember it was during the pandemic. I remember sitting on my couch doing shows, remote shows with Murph, and all signs pointed towards the Niners taking Matt Jones. Then they took Trey Lance. What a freaking disaster that is, or that was. But like, this is the guy they wanted all along. Like, they wanted Mac Jones all along, or at least one of the two did, Shanahan or Lynch. I heard there were odds over that. But I'm with you 1,000,000%. All right, the last one's not going to be necessarily a right or wrong, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to list 4 names on the San Francisco 49ers. And I want you to tell me which of these following names will have the most productive season. Christian McCaffrey. And by the way, let me say one more thing. All 4 of these guys are coming off, I would say, significant injuries. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Nick Bosa, or Fred Warner. Which of those 4 all Pro Bowl talent, by the way, all 4 of those guys have been in Pro Bowls. Which of those guys will have the most productive season coming off their given injuries?
Fred Warner.
I totally agree again. Yep.
Yeah. Fred Warner.
Yep.
And it's nothing against the other guys, but he's the leader. We've talked about this. He's the leader of the team.
He's already out there making plays. I watch him in practice every night on Twitter, dude. Bosa's over there in the corner doing stretches. And Warner's like swatting balls down during live game drills. So,
but it's a tight race in that question, Paulie. But again, we're talking about a window that is closing slowly closing, and those names you mentioned, dude, are all in that conversation. So I don't know, like what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Townsend saying, "Let my love open the door." Not closing the door. Let my love open the door. Not windows closing. Keep it open. But they got to capitalize on this, Paulie, because the time. What is it? Because he knows the time is short. What is that from?
You're doing like Number of the Beast.
Number of the Beast. Number of the Beast.
Yeah.
Because he knows the time is short.
His number is 666. Does he start giggling? Actually, can you cue that up?
Let him who have understanding reckon the number of the beast.
Give me a spoken word, and then we're going to go right to Seth the intern. And thank you for participating in Right or Wrong. I still have other questions we didn't get to. We can use those some other time. But I could use a little Vincent Price if you could.
Dude, for it is a human number.
Yeah. 666. Yeah.
I think it's woe to you, O earth and sea. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I gotta.
No, take your time. I understand. You gotta do your thing.
Hang on. Oh my God! I gotta skip a Cadillac ad.
Yeah, no,
I gotta skip a Cadillac ad to get to Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast.
Just to get to Satan. I gotta watch Cadillac ads now. Can't get no direct line to go straight to Satan anymore.
All right, stand by. Here we go. Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil. Here we go.
Yeah.
Woe to you, O earth
Can you turn it up, T?
The devil sends the beast with.
That's too quiet. That's too bad. It's okay.
Shoot, really?
Yeah, it's very faint. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll find another copy, a better sonically suitable copy for tomorrow. I appreciate the effort, though, Tony. I threw a hot potato.
Did you hear that one?
That's better. That's better.
Okay. All right, here we go. Stand by.
Yep.
With wrath, because he knows the time is short.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gonna do? That's it. What are you going to do? 666. Hey, the Nutter appreciates your efforts. They're all throwing horns at you, buddy. Well done.
No. Hey, Paulie, can I just toot our own horn really quick? Because we don't do that often. This is the only show I guarantee you that goes from Niner Fred Warner chatter to
spoken word intro of Number of the Beast. Yeah. His number is 666. Yeah, because the time is short. By the way,
let him who have understanding reckon the number of the beast.
Hey man, it came on the heels of a Niner riff. It's okay. It's all connected in my mind. Tony, we got one more. Let's do a right or wrong for Robot Centaur and then set the intern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's business time.
Stevie Groschel, are you still in Zona dropping your daughter off at college? I hope it's going very well. Shout out to our buddy Mark Wiseman. Your mom was cool. They just dropped their son Luke off at the University of Utah. He sent a bunch of pictures, man. Very emotional time, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not going to the whiteout at Happy Valley this year, is what Steve Grosch.
You're gonna have to do away with the whiteout, Grosch. I hear you. So probably not a good marketing thing for them to be involved with right now. The timing is a little off. Yeah.
Or do they just fully embrace it and bring out Pablo Plejkabar at halftime?
Like white confetti, like start throwing snow in the air. Yeah, just like everybody's throwing Coke in the air. Hey, you never know. You never know. We'll see where it goes. Thank you, Grosch.
And Robot Centaur from the Robot Centaur Sports Desk in Concord. Right or wrong, if 49ers hired McVay instead of Shanny, oh, dude, the Niners would have won 2 Super Bowls with him. Ouch. Damn. Wow.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, you might not. Is he right or wrong? It's a great question.
There's no way. Jesus, dude. I don't know.
How about this? I'm going to split it down the middle. I'll say they'd have one. I'll say McVay would have found a way to win one of those.
Yeah,
games.
that's fair. That's fair. Would have found one.
Anybody can go and lose one. I'll try to be reasonable about that. But going twice and losing to the same team and coach twice. Now you guys know it's at the center of my pain. It's not just that the Niners are losing Super Bowls. We have proven to the world we are incapable of beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Like we can't do that. Shanahan. Now I'm getting upset, Tony. Shanahan has never beaten the Kansas City Chiefs, not once. And obviously the Super Bowls speak for themselves. But Centaur, I'll give you one. I say McVay would have delivered one.
It's a great question, and dude, we've said multiple times on the show we riff on McVay. But mad respect for him as a football coach.
Yeah, we've been working out hard. I got Aaron Donald, like his whole thing with the hair.
The eyes bugging out there.
Running around in the end zone. We'll do it again this year. It's coming. All right, Tony, only because we are so far over the line now. Now the kid has to wait even longer because now I'm talking about Peralta Arts.
And you said so far, dude. Shout out so far away from you or so far away from me, Dire Straits. Just a great track. I just had to get that out there, Paulie. Knopfler all day.
Okay, I'll go. You're going so far away from me. I'll go Metallica. So What, which is actually a cover, but they got a really cool song called.
And what else? Who did the song "Left Me Far Behind"? It was like a '90s grunge rock. Left me far behind. Left me far behind. Who was that? Candlebox? Is that Candlebox? Candlebox?
I was going to say the Gin Blossoms. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some of those bands. The Gin Blossoms. Come on.
I did not.
You're going Candlebox at me. I mean, Candlebox. I don't know which one's funnier, Candlebox or
I did. You got me with the Gin Blossoms, dude.
They had a couple of hits. They were out there. They were doing it. I don't know. Come on, man.
It is. It is Candlebox. The Nutter confirms it's Candlebox.
By the way, dude, if you want to talk Candlebox, Tony, ... I've seen them.
Oh, boom.
I saw Candlebox. I swear to God, I saw Candlebox open for Rush at the Meadowlands in the early 90s. True story. Okay.
Oh, dude, NorCal Refrigeration asking Candlebox, Creed, what's the difference? Well, one has Scott Stapp and the other one doesn't.
Perfect.
Basically.
Perfect.
Okay.
All the members of well, never mind. I was going to say something really inappropriate. All right, Tony. I want to go and tell you about Peralta Arts. I'm going to do that right now. Peralta Arts and Company. I'm talking Dom effing Peralta. We work with him every single day. He just cranks out the artwork like nothing we've ever seen. Peralta Arts and Company is where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all come and collide, and the results kind of speak for themselves. We have an update. Look at this, a Paulie Mac poster. Okay, so my next gig for the Paulie Mac and Friends band, myself, Bob Marcucci on drums, David Drutz on bass, Tyler Schusterman on lead guitar. We will be adding a keyboard player, not for this gig, but soon. We're going to add keys to the mix, so we're about to become a 5-piece. But we do have a show this weekend. So if you're not doing anything Sunday and you want to catch some music during the daytime, head on down to Winter's Tavern in Pacifica. We will start playing at 3 p.m. We're doing 2 sets. We'd love to have as many P&Pers down there as possible. I know Dom will be there. I'll have the shirts and the posters. And let's take a look. Nice, dude. This is the first time I'm seeing this too. Nice. I like the cocktail glass. I love the skeleton that's like consistent with all the posters he does. This is great, Dom. Thank you very, very much, man. Thank you very much.
Freaking rad. The skeleton with the rose and the cowboy hat. It's such a great touch. Nice work, Dom. And look at it. And he provided photos of Winters. That's the backyard of Winters. And that's where you're going to be playing. But look at, they got a cramp
poster. That's a good sign. Yeah.
And dude, look at the skull, the steal your face with the train and
and if I may say so myself, can you go back to that last picture?
Oh yeah. Go.
The one with that one. That dog in the middle to the left of the steal your face. It kind of looked like Neil Donardi's dog. Do you see it?
Oh yeah.
Terrier? Yeah, like it's like got a little bit of a Donardi dog vibe going right there too.
Great call. Donardi vibes. We'll talk Longbridge Pizza in a little bit as well too. So
Donardi, I think Neil Donardi will be at the gig on Sunday. He mentioned that to me at the game the other night. And by the way, Dom will be coming to the show too. And he was saying, my dog loves the beach behind Winters and stuff. And I go, dude, bring your dog, bring Bear to the gig. So anyway, look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much, Tom. And if you're out there watching this and you're like, you know what, I should have Dom work something up for me. You definitely should, because your story deserves bold visuals. Peralta Arts and Company brings them to life with Bay Area soul. Contact Peralta Arts. The great Dom Peralta is waiting to bring your next vision to life. Dominic at stellar.design, Tony. It's Dominic at stellar.design. We appreciate everything you do. You can call Dom as well, 650-796-3144, Big T.
Yeah, there's the poster. We hired Dom to make the poster for our annual horseshoe tournament called Shoe. We said we wanted Bill Murray involved, and he says from Stripes, and he says no problem, I got this. And so just a badass work of art from Dom. Hire him if you want him to just really come up with something really, really amazing for a special occasion or a special family member or friend that you want to just honor with a piece of work of art that they can have for the rest of their lives. Again, 650-796-3144 or email Dominic@stellar.design. Our guy, Dommy Peralta.
Thank you, Dommy, for all you do. Okay, Seth, about a half an hour late, but we're coming. I promise you, Seth, the intern, we're going to give it to you. So we can do, Tony, we'll talk to Seth about some of the rookies we're going to see tomorrow night. Anything you want to ask him about Niner football, Niner practices, he is always ready to go. So without further ado, you know him, you love him, you met him at the Giants game last weekend. Here he is. He's back for another report on the Paulie Mac Particle Show. Seth, the intern, great to see you tonight, my brother. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I was hearing something about being naked in a truck bed here, so I'm a little worried about making an entrance.
Well, here. Seth, first of all, I owe you an apology. It's probably my fault that we got to you so late, but dude, just Google Ray Lewis trunk naked after the show and just see what comes up. Yeah, just see what pops up. And then report back. You can report back.
Oh, my God. This is a hell of a thing to get going. Well, listen, we're not going to know. There's no hazing of Seth, the intern. The kid's doing a great job. He's handling all our social media beautifully. And we appreciate everything you're doing. Seth, you're doing a great job, man.
Hell yeah.
Tony is hard on interns. And, if this kid wasn't pulling his weight, Tony would be smacking this kid around, figuratively on the air. He'd be, complaining about him and stuff. But so So far, we got nothing but rave reviews for this kid. And I know a lot of you got to meet him last week. Did you have a good time at the game? I wish we had more time to hang out. My only complaint is I didn't get enough Seth the entire game.
Same.
Yeah, I had a great time. My friends had a great time. Shout out to everybody who I got to say hi to. Shout out to Pine Needle. Got to say hi to Pine Needle, and he told me a whole bunch of Daniel Susak stories, which was just great because he knows Susak.
Right.
And so that was fun. And I got to impress all my friends because I don't think they realize how close knit the PMP Familia is. So everyone coming over being like, "Oh my gosh, it's Seth the intern." They were kind of surprised that people knew my name.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. In fact,
was nice.
You know what? Here's what we can do to give everybody like another opportunity to all hang out and everything. Circle, if you can, Seth, we'd love to have you circle Friday, December 4th. And try to join us at the same place, Standard Deviant. That's going to be our Christmas party. And we would love to have you on hand for that. And that's a good time. Dude, last year they brought in a Patrick Mahomes pinata. And we were all beating I'm not kidding. And we were all beating the crap out of the Mahomes pinata. I know they're working on a new one this year.
Yep. So, there's new ideas floating around. New ideas floating around. And also, Paulie, just because I don't want to make this super weight because it's on the other side of the world, stand by, please. Just a short version of Doichi for Doug in Japan. Doug in Japan is a super. He gives us a super worth 666 yen. The super is in yen.
Yeah.
And he said, I come here for Niners and I come here for metal. I come here for Niners and metal. Doug in Japan, we love you, man. Thank you for your support all the way in Japan, dude. I wonder what time it is in Japan right now. But
God only knows. And one of these days, we got to get in the same room with Doug. Like it will happen. I know it will happen when the time is right, the circumstances are right. But thank you, Doug. Always great to see you in the mix, brother.
Hell yeah, Doug. And I love the yen super. Thank you, brother. And Seth, back to you, putting you on the hot seat. Have you seen the movie Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
That was a long time ago. That's like a throwback name.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it still works too. It's still effective. It's like good medicine. It still works after all these years. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to start the thing. I want to start the conversation with Seth because Seth, he does a lot of, spends a lot of time looking at the rookies, seeing how guys are playing. So for me, Seth, the biggest takeaways I had from last week is how happy I was with DeJounte dribbling. I thought he just looked he looks like he's ready right now. He looks like he's ready to go. He's got the size. He's got the strength. He's got speed. He's got great hands. I mean, that one catch along the sideline I was impressed with. And then Grayson Holton. But for, defensively, just throwing a wrench into all those offensive plays that they were trying to run. He did a great job disrupting. He did a great job penetrating, getting to the quarterback. For you, those are my two guys. But give me a name of somebody that impressed you last week, like a young 49er, maybe a draft pick who jumped off and you were like, damn, this kid, that was a nice night for that kid.
I loved Ephesians Prysock. You guys did a bit about him. I clipped that. That was, dude, he had that great pass block.
Yep.
PBU, right? And that was just phenomenal to see, especially at corner, because that was something that we needed to address. We need depth at corner. Rourke looked good. Unfortunately, broke his rib. Not what you want to see. The substation takes another victim.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of guys I want to talk about, but most recently, Kalen Black came back to camp today and lit it up against the Chargers, which is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to see. I think Kalen Black's going to get a lot of work tomorrow night. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. He's listed, as the backup running back to McCaffrey on the depth chart right now. So he's going to get his shot. Especially with Garendo out and Jordan James out too. So we'll see what happens there. It sounds like Purdy's going to get some time. He's going to start the game and get some time tomorrow.
So. And the starters.
The starter. I think a lot of the starters are going to get some time too. So I'm really excited. Is there anything that you're looking specifically to come out of tomorrow's game, Seth? Like anything like pass game, defense, cornerback play, line play, anything that's specifically?
I need to see the O-line really pass protect.
Yeah.
I need to see the pass game kind of light it up, because in the air they're good. I think if Dazon Stribling continues to progress in his preseason kind of ways here, he looks great. I can't help but make the comparison to, I've never seen a picture of him on the field smiling. Off the field, he gets smiles, but on the field, I have not seen him smile. And it just reminds me, I don't see any pictures of Calvin Johnson smiling, Megatron. I'm not sure about their play styles, but just their seriousness towards the game really reminds me of each other.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Megatron highlights, just because, like a 6'7", 6'8" kind of tall dude who's that huge. You want to talk about a bodybuilder? That guy could have been, if you really wanted to jack up, that guy could have been crazy. But their intensity kind of reminds me of each other.
I saw some footage of Omari and Hampton running all over the Niners secondary.
That was bad.
That was a little concerning. That was a little concerning. And I was like, wait. But I tried to dial it back, saying, okay, this is just a, they're not going full throttle, and they're not getting after it the way, like, I think Herbert threw one really nice touchdown pass, but I think Lombardi said he probably would have gotten sacked if they were playing full throttle, because they just let him go. So it's hard to kind of, but I liked, if I'm a Chargers fan, I loved what I saw out of Hampton in his motor, and just wouldn't stop. He was relentless in those highlights. So I'm actually really, again, preseason ball, but because the Niners had a really good draft and have a lot of these youngsters, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. So you were talking about the offensive line, Seth. I totally agree. I think we're all kind of uptight about the offensive line. I mean, how good is this unit going to be? It's essentially the same unit, more or less. But I want to talk about the defensive line. Okay, especially with Nick Bosa. I don't want to say he's a question mark for week one, but it almost feels like they're setting us up for that, the way these reports just kind of come out. Yeah, he's tight. He's not ready to go, blah, blah, blah. Romello Height, this defensive end they drafted. Tell me about this kid. Are we going to see him tomorrow night? And I'm hoping he can cause some disruption out there.
Yeah, no, I really, really like Romello Height. I heard straight out of the draft, people were just talking down on the Niners for taking him. He's not that good of a pass rusher. He's definitely not that good of a run or a run stopper. But as a pass rusher, I mean, he's taking reps off of Trent Williams, which is like, this is one of the, if not the best tackles in the league. If this guy can get, 6 sacks this year, that'll be hopefully the low end for him, because he's looking amazing. And then when you factor in Grayson Halton, you've got Alfred Collins, you've got all this young talent there, and then maybe Bosa will come back eventually. You can really start to get something like you had in 2019 with all those young first-round draft picks, and then you can piece it together with guys who weren't taken in the first round, just like Height and Halton and, Collins and a few of those other guys on the line.
Yeah, and it's funny, while we're talking about the D line, our buddy Joe Schmo on the comments line, he just threw one word up there: Vita. That's all. I listen, I've said this several times. I'll continue to say it. That if the Niners were able to pull that off, and I'm not confident that they will, for the record, like I don't expect that to happen, but if they were to somehow pull that rabbit out of the hat, that to me is almost like a game-changing move. Now you've got a defensive line that's really going to give offenses a lot of problems. But again, Tony, do you have anything on that? Like I don't have a lot of
Vader, he re-signed a 1-year extension. He did a 1-year extension with the Bucs today. So it's, he wanted to come home, but not bad enough, and the Bucs gave him a 1-year extension. So, if I'm the Bucs, I think that's a great move for the Bucs, because it's not a multi-year deal and they got him for 1 more year. Right. Yeah. And it's like, we're talking about the whole contract business every year. These players, when the market changes and rises, then they want to renegotiate, and it's like, well, then why do you sign a multi-year deal? That kind of thing. So 1-year extension.
Okay, Tony. No, thanks. And I didn't see that. And the other thing is, I think that in a quiet way, the Bucs might have a pretty good season this year. I think the Buccaneers have a pretty good roster on both sides. And now that they signed Vita Vea, I mean, like, I just think that's a team nobody's talking about, but I could see them winning 10 games, maybe 11 games, and going back to the playoffs. What's your view? What do you think of the Bucs, Seth? Especially now that they got Vita for another year.
Well, they were what, like 5-2 last year to start the season, something like that. I mean, they looked great. And then they just had like a mid-season breakdown.
Yeah.
But I mean, Baker looked great last year. Igbuka looked great last year. They didn't have Godwin and Evans for most of last year. I think it's just gonna be tough now without Evans. I think just as a presence on the field, a veteran, future Hall of Famer, longtime Buck, like continuous 1,000-yard season type of guy. Who, if he's not your number one wide receiver, he's definitely your number 2 wide receiver on the field at any given moment. But I think their defense looks good. Their offense on paper looks great. They've got a lot of young talent on the O-line and a lot of, with Wirfs. And then they've got a lot of, they've kind of surrounded him as well with good guards and tackles. But yeah, I mean, I think they could go far this year. Definitely more than 7 wins, hopefully.
Also, go ahead. Yeah, the wide receiving core too, with Igbuka and you mentioned Godwin, and unfortunately, it's almost a guarantee that Godwin will get hurt at some point. But Jalen McMillan as well, and then Bucky Irving too, very good running back. I'm also a fantasy football geek, so I look for these guys in my draft. And then Cade Otton, I think, is dark horse to have a good year at tight end. He's also a good blocking tight end as well. So I think, and watching the quarterback show on Netflix, I'm like, Baker, you seem like a good dude. You seem like you got your head screwed on straight after a lot of, I don't know, turmoil, or for lack of a better word, early in his career. He seems like he's in a happy place, and he's, married with kids, and he's not, looking over his shoulder at anybody. He's comfortable in Tampa Bay. So I think you're right, Paul. I think they might have a good year. I
do know this too. I know Baker Mayfield is also really pissed off at the organization because he wanted to work his deal and they wouldn't do it. I think it's a similar thing to what they did with Villa. They gave him like a 1-year extension or something. But I saw an interview with him and he's pissed. So I think that factors into him playing well. Like when Baker Mayfield is like trying to prove something, he'll be all the more inspired. All right, another name for you, Seth. Cornerback Renardo Green. And considering, like what Tony said, that Herbert kind of was picking them apart a little bit yesterday, it sounds like they're going to be, the Niners secondary will be inspired to play well tomorrow night to kind of make up for the practices they had. But what's your view on Renardo Green, or what's your hope for that kid?
Unfortunately, I think Renardo Green is going to fall this year in the depth chart, just because Upton Stout has been performing well. Prysock obviously has been doing well. I think Renardo Green will probably stay above Prysock in the depth chart, but I think it's probably neck and neck because they want to give Prysock a reason to play. I mean, he's huge. He's 6'4", has the longest wingspan for a cornerback in the NFL, just like you guys were talking about the other day. But I like Renardo Green. I liked what I saw from him last season. I think probably he's one of those guys where he's just a different guy in the game. You see those guys all the time where they don't really perform as well in practice, but in the games they kind of show out. So, hopefully that's who he is, because I think last year he did a tremendous job.
Yeah. And dude, talking about the Niners depth chart on defense, Marcus Siegel, I think, is another key player in the Niners secondary that we're going to see a lot of. And we saw glimpses of last year. So I'm excited to see him. And then on special teams, I'm not riffing here. That dude, Corliss Waitman, I think that is a huge get for the Niners, because watch the hang time on his punts and watch the distance of his punts. He's going to make punting like a weapon for the Niners. Like, where if they decide to not go for it on 4th down, he can pin teams back, or he can boot the ball with serious hang time to give the coverage a chance to get downfield. So it's actually something I was watching last Thursday, and I'm going to watch it again tomorrow night to be like, this guy has a freaking leg, dude. So it's actually an underrated part of the Niners special team portion of the attack. So again, tomorrow night, I'm more excited than I expected to be to watch Niners week 2 preseason ball. You know,
no question. It's like you said, it's the first chance we'll have to look at Purdy. We should see more starters out there. I know Harbaugh is going to play most of his starters. I heard too. Last one for you tonight, Seth, and we'll let you go after this. Now, myself included here, but none of us on the show have been talking about Malik Mustafa, and I'm starting to wonder, like, he hasn't practiced in 3 weeks. Okay, like with this hamstring. So, like, how serious of an injury is that from what you've been reading or seeing, Seth? And like, is that going to be something that lingers week 1 also? Should we start setting ourselves up for a Mustafa question going into week 1? Because Tony, kid hasn't been on the practice field in 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, go for it, Seth. It's a concern, man. Go, Seth.
I personally would be worried just because, I mean, they're really trying to downplay it from everything that I've read. They're really trying to downplay it as something that, it's, tightness, soreness, right? But it's a bad look to be out for that long and just have it be tightness and soreness, especially with your current injury situation and especially with the age situation that you have all around. You've got guys who are super young. You've got guys, who are really, really old in a lot of places. Shout out Reelin' in the Years by Steely Dan.
Nice.
It's just,
nice.
It's a rough, I want to say it's a rough camp, but it's looking to be already a rough start to the season just because there's so many question marks for week 1. I would say don't count on him to be ready.
Right, dude.
I'm
right.
just laughing because that's been like the theme. And again, the substation takes another victim. Mustafa, line forms to the left. And now you can't blame the substation directly, but I don't know. It's another injured 49er with an injury that's lasted, like he said, for 3 weeks. And you're right. They're trying to calm the waters. The messaging coming out of the Niners. No, he's just, he's rehabbing. He's going through his rehab process. 3 weeks is a long time for anybody with a tight hamstring. Yeah, T, go ahead.
Somebody else I want to see tomorrow night. I'm hoping we see tomorrow night is Bosa Odigizua, who played a little bit on Thursday. I want to see more of him tomorrow night too. Defensive tackle. Get him up the middle. Plug the running lanes. Like, I'm excited to see him too because they got him, and I think that is another really good get in the offseason, man. So give me some Osa tomorrow night. Give me some Corliss Waitman with some hang time. Give me some
what about your dangle, Tony? Your dangle. Do you want to talk about your dangle tomorrow night? You looking for anybody's dangle out there? Yeah.
Tim Lincecum's dangle. He's the only one that gets to dangle. Okay.
He can do whatever he wants. Timmy can dangle, he can dangle, he can do whatever Timmy wants to do. He's got license to do it.
Totally. Before we let Seth go, I need to know, Seth, beverage of choice. Okay.
Beverage of choice?
Yes. Non-alcoholic and alcoholic.
So
I like to laugh. Yeah.
Right here. Hold on. Hold for a
do what you gotta
love
do.
it.
Do what you
love
gotta
it.
do.
And while he's doing that, you got to Seth. I wanted to show Dom's tightness in the saloon font. Tightness.
Yeah, that'll be in the end zone. We're gonna put that in the end zone.
Of Diet Pepsi.
Dude.
This is the beverage of choice.
Damn.
I drink probably 2 Diet Pepsis a day.
Okay.
That is the beverage. I love Diet Pepsi.
Beautiful.
I like Diet Pepsi too. I'm with you. I like it too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I never liked Diet Coke that much.
Me too.
I thought it just tasted like nothing. And then Coke.
I'm totally locked in there with. And by the way, Seth, you know what? You want to take it to the next level? Go ahead and throw a lemon wedge in the Diet Pepsi. I got no problem with a lemon wedge, but I got to admit to you, I'm with you on Diet Coke. Never been a fan. A little too fizzy,
Oh God, you guys both suck. I really diet sodas. Oh God, I just get. How about a Coke?
You know who's going to congratulate me on that right now? The official dentist of the PNP community, Dr. Matt Young, because I've chosen, Tony, to live a sugar-free life. I've chosen to do without the sugar, and Dr. Young thanks me for that. So
grab yourself, and Dr. Young definitely thanks you, but grab yourself a Mexican Coke. I think you can get them at Longbridge Pizza, by the way. Neil Donardi.
I think you can get one. I tell you that I know you can get one because every time I eat at Longbridge, I get a Mexican Coke every time.
Beautiful. And if you want the, I was going to say you can go to Pablo Escobar if you want the other kind of Coke. So,
look at you. Okay. Wow.
Well, And also,
that's quite a thing to say. Okay, go ahead, Tony. Yeah,
Seth, you stunned me with the Diet Pepsi. Now, if you're walking into a saloon, okay, you're walking into the saloon in North Beach with the swinging doors, and you're going to see some live funk on a Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. What are you ordering at the bar?
Okay, everyone's calling me unhealthy for the Diet Pepsis. Here's the
now you're fine.
It's a buzzkill, but
yeah,
here we go. I do not drink. I don't do. I'm sober,
Clean,
sober, dude.
Good for you.
Respect. Yeah,
good for you, dude. That's freaking great.
I get to enjoy a Diet Pepsi every once in a while, twice.
Good for you.
Good,
okay.
Seth. And
no,
you know what, Seth?
Dude, you're better off. Yes, go ahead.
That's
Tony.
not a surprise from your generation, dude. I keep reading that your generation is like, you know what?
They're straight shooters. They took a look at us and was like, you know what? I think I'll skip the brain damage. I think I'm good. I'm good.
I think I'll skip. I think I'll skip the 4 hours of interrupted sleep.
I'll skip the occasional ride home from the police as well. These are all the things that kind of go hand in hand with that lifestyle. All of which I've done, by the way. All right, Seth, I want to say thank you, brother. It is great to see you. Great having you on the show. We'll do it again next week after the Niners Chargers tomorrow. We'll review that game and talk about the young guys that jumped off the screen next week. But great to see you, Seth. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk soon, brother.
Perfect. Sounds good. See you guys later.
All
Thanks,
right, there
Seth.
you go. Seth, the intern with the Joe Montana jersey. The more of this kid I get, the more I'm liking him, Tony.
100%. And I love that he's like, you know what? No, don't need it. Don't want it. Don't.
No,
I'm like,
this is very consistent with this generation, dude. We
awesome.
are like savages to them.
Yeah,
We're
totally.
like primordial men, like like cavemen almost. Like when these kids look at us, like, oh my god, they used to do beer funnels and freaking weed cakes and all kind. Whatever it was, we just swallowed it. You know what I mean? Just give it to me. Let's see what happens. This generation is not like that at all.
And you said, more power to him, man. It's just
you're better off. Absolutely.
I promise you, he's going to get probably a good solid 8 to 9 hours sleep tonight. You know what I'm getting? I'm probably getting a good 3, and then I got to get up to piss, and then I'm getting like another 2, and then I got to get up to pee again, and then I'll maybe get another 1 to total 6 hours.
I'm big on walking around peeing in the middle of the night too.
It's fun.
How could you not be? In your 50s, it's what we do now. Yeah,
it's so fun. It's so fun. I wake up so pissed
that I gotta get up. Yeah, I know. I hate it. Yeah, you're pissed that I got to interrupt. I got this great sleep going, and I got to go over there. It's like I know. It's a bad
and
thing.
then what the reason why I talk about like watching or listening to Seinfeld when I can't fall asleep, it's usually after I wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back to sleep. I'm like, I need to put headphones on. I need to listen to something, because my mind starts racing about everything I got to do the next day and all this and that. It's like, God bless America, man. All because I had to just,
Yeah, no, it's not good. How about Rags right now commenting? I got to get up in 4.5 hours, he says. Rags said. And keep in mind, folks, it is already 12:30 a.m. in New Jersey. It's already Thursday where Rags is checking in from. Rags, I'm going to put you to bed in a minute, buddy.
Gamer.
Right after I tell you about Longbridge Pizza, and we're going to Particle Land.
Yes.
And then we're going to end the show tonight. But Longbridge
Paul,
Pizza.
I got one thing before you go to Longbridge. One thing. I just wanted to bring up Doug in Japan's super again because it was 666 yen. Yeah. And shout out to Longbridge Pizza's Andrew Markoulis, who we love checking in from Tahoe. He did the conversion. That 666 yen converts to $4.20. Paul.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. That's a cool coincidence. All right. Yeah. So thank you, Doug in Japan. Niners and Metal, we got you covered in both regards. Okay, Tony, Longbridge Pizza. You know them, you love them, you thank them, you eat their food all the time. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me, and I don't know this for sure, but it would not surprise me if Denardi didn't come rolling in with a couple of pies on Sunday for the gig at Winters, because he did last time I played. He walked in with a whole stack of pizza, fed the entire bar. That's just the kind of guy he is. And Tony, I haven't really had a chance to talk to you about this. I'm a very big fan of his son, Nico. Big fan. The kid, his whole demeanor, he's a little kid, but he's like a cool little kid. Like he's cool. He's got an air of cool about him, this kid.
And dude, he is a baseball junkie, and he's come to watch Dom play a few games, and we've got to watch him play. And he bats lefty, throws lefty. He's a lefty. And also, dude, the Nico, Joey, Sophia vibe of the Denardi posse is just, and then Leanne, the woman behind it all, the wife, Neil's better half. just the Donardi posse all together. And then the Markoulis posse up in Tahoe. Dude, they got young ones too. So it's like they're running the show and seeing Gabino. I saw Gabino and Andre and Steven and Jorge and Emmanuel and Gilbert. Saw all of them on Friday before we went to Standard Deviant. They are the freaking just nuts and bolts of that place that create the vibe, create the food, create the atmosphere. And it's just, we love the place and we love the people behind it. And then you start talking about the food and the beer. It's just a fantastic place. And they have wine because Megan drinks wine. She's like, I don't want to have a beer. Do you have wine? I was like, I got you.
You know what? I haven't had a glass of wine at Longbridge yet. Yeah. I should break that plane. I should. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, though, it's funny you asked about Mexican Coke. Like, if I love Mexican Coke, if it was better for you, I'd be drinking one right now. Mm-hmm. I kind of treat myself to those things, but they're so good, and I love it with pizza. But good to know that you can pour a glass of wine down there, too. I'll get some red wine. I love red wine with pizza. Anyway, it's not just pizza, though. That's the thing. He's working up salads. He's got the specialty sandwiches on Wednesdays. He has got the chopped cheese sandwich, the Vinny's Gabagool, the chicken parmesan, the drunken cluck. There are so many different sandwich options down there, and they're all outstanding. Tony and I have talked about the secret weapon at Longbridge. We both kind of agree that it all comes back to the sourdough crust at some point. Like, all roads, like back in the old days, you would say like all roads to the Super Bowl lead through Candlestick Park. I feel like at some point, all the items on the menu go back to that sourdough crust. It's just, it really is a unique taste he's got going down there. So stop by, join the Vibe Tribe, say what's up to Gabino and Steven and Markoulis, the whole gang. It's great people as far as the eye can see down there. And speaking of great people, if you have a group, if you'd like to bring your youth team in, your whatever you're coaching in the fall, soccer, football, what have you, bring the kids in. Talk to Neil about setting you guys up in the back. They can accommodate 20 to 25 people. They've got the flat screen TVs. And by the way, Tony and I think we're going to have a meeting next week with Neil about setting up our live shows there, because we want to do a couple of post-game shows after Niner games at Longbridge. So we're going to work those dates into the calendar next week, and then we'll share them with you on the air. But thank you, Longbridge Pizza. Look at the peppers. What are we doing here? The drunken cluck? Sure. Yep. This is the drunken cluck, and then this is the brother or the close relative to the chicken parm sandwich that they do on Wednesdays, along with the meatball sub that they do on Wednesdays, and the Vinny's Gabagool, all on Wednesdays. Detroit style squares on Thursdays. The smack stack, and the chopped cheese on Tuesdays, and they're closed Mondays, but every other day they're open, giving you all kinds of goodness. And also, they're doing a pop-up tomorrow. Neil will be slinging pies at Bear Bottle Brewery in Bernal Heights tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. if you want to swing on by there. I've done that a few times. Steven and Gilbert, Neil there making pizza, drinking good beer at Bear Bottle. It's a great combination. If you're in the neighborhood or coming home from the city or going up to the city, go by Bear Bottle between 4 and 8 p.m. Neil will be there slinging pies. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Longbridge. Thank you, Neil. We freaking love you. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay, final act of the show tonight. And tomorrow we're coming back, high noon broadcast. The Great Bay Area broadcaster, sports broadcaster Joe Fonzie will join us. Just going to be cool to catch up with Joe about a variety of things. But we'll talk about the Niners. We'll talk some Giants. Future of Steph Curry, too. I'm starting to hear more and more about like moving Steph, which is not a conversation I really want to have. But we'll talk to Joe about that, too. Tony, final stop tonight on the Further bus is Particle Land. So make it a good one. Thanks for supporting the show. What's up? I Hate Day Games. Good to see you, buddy. Los D, Joe Schmo, Don Peralta. You got Noemi. All the greats are out there. Rags in New Jersey. Rags, we're going to tuck you in just a second here. As soon as Tony takes us to Particle Land.
Yeah, I was checking out Instagram Live really quick. I want to thank everybody on Instagram Live checking out the show. I see some new accounts, Paulie. I see Cosmic Dude. I see Cleanse 45. I see
Cleanse. Yeah.
Cleanse 45. I see Santa Cruz Mountain Boy also checking in. And then I see Mark Tamayo too. I believe that's Channel 2's Mark Tamayo checking out the show. So thank you all for checking us out on Instagram Live, IG Live. Also check us out on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube at Polymax Particles. Like and subscribe while you're there. And the audio version's available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Now, Paulie, I'm going to pull up the Particle Land, and away we go. Just stand by. Give me a second here.
You got it, buddy.
Takes a minute to pop up. Where'd it go, Particle Land? Come on. It was just there.
Welcome to Particle Land with
There
the
it
little guy
is.
with the
Oh,
ears. Give me, I want the whole
good.
thing. Yeah.
Here
Yeah.
we go. Here we go.
The music. Give me all of it. I want it all.
Welcome to Particle Land.
You know, these kids today are missing out on. They don't go to Particle Land like we did. You know what I mean? They've never opened that door. They opened the door and look back and they run away. We went right through. We went right in. I want to see what's in there. By the way, do you still have the Grateful Dead train in Particle Land with the Terrapin Station music? Wouldn't mind getting a piece of that maybe on the way out too. A double dip to Particle Land.
Here we go, buddy. Stand by.
Thank you. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but you're doing it. Steal your effing face, man.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a lot going on. Hey, thank you, Particle Patton. You are a creative force of nature, man, and we love your work, man. Thank you.
one more from Patrick Patton. Here we go. One more from Patrick Patton.
You have no idea. We don't get enough of that one, dude. We got to go to that one a little more often. You with the pilot, the goggles, dude.
And you with both hands in the air.
Absolutely. I couldn't be any happier. Look how happy I am. It's all
Look, everybody, no hands. It's great, dude.
I got no goggles. I'm up in space. No problem. Thank you, Particle Patton, so much. And and by the way, Robot Centaur was like, all I need is a wizard and some particles, and I'm good. I'm good. And you get the wizard. You get the wizard of Particle Land. Hey, Nicky DiFrancesco, what's happening, brother? Great to see you the other night. The Nutter, my man, the Nutter. Last time I saw you was Brisbane. That was cool. All right, Tony, take us home, and we'll do it again tomorrow at high noon with Joe Fonzie. Thank you.
Also, Paulie, just wanted to let you know the PMP 2026 Fantasy Football League has been created by Robot Centaur. So thank you very much, Fareed. Paulie, our team is known as, well, I'll do a visual. This is not a visual, but a audio version. Let's see.
Herb is a plant.
The name of our team is Herb is a Plant. Okay.
Good. Great.
Herb.
I wish you all the success. I do.
Herb is a Plant, Paulie. On that note, well, first of all.
It's a good one. I know.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right, you guys, one more time. Hey, NorCal Refrigeration, we missed you, buddy. You know how much we love you. I know I'll see you soon. Joe Schmo, rocking New Era. My man Miguel is up there getting it done. All of you guys. Rags, go to sleep for the love of God. Patty from Napa, have a great night. Rocking New Era. Everybody be cool. And we'll see you tomorrow at high noon with Joe Fonzie. Have a great night, everybody. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.